In my previous role as a pastor, one of my responsibilities was to lead our board through the budgeting process. And inevitably, every time we got to that point of the year where it was time to decide on the budget, there was a lot of tension in the room because ultimately, we as the board and the leaders of the church were responsible for deciding what ministries and programs would be funded and what ministries and programs would not be funded. And on so many occasions when we would have these conversations, it was always a struggle because we wanted to do everything and we felt as though everything was important for us to do, but inevitably we had to make a decision. And it was through those conversations, working and wrestling with our board members, that I began to realize the essence of leadership and really the essence of strategic leadership is not deciding what you can do, but it's ultimately deciding what you're not going to do. Strategy is about making a decision to not pursue a particular cause, to not pursue a particular program, to not pursue a particular initiative. When it comes to making decisions as a leader, it's not always what we're making a decision for, but a lot of times it's what we're making a decision against. And that's where a lot of times the rubber meets the road and leaders find it very difficult because we want to do everything. But as a leader, we have to understand that unfortunately, we cannot do everything. At least we can't do everything well. In fact, the Latin word for decide means to cut off. It means that we're going to cut off certain things. We're not going to do certain things. We're not going to pursue certain programs, certain initiatives, a certain direction. So I understand the tension that you're in as a leader, but I want to encourage you that as you tell your team what direction you're going to go, also be very clear that that now means we're not going to go in this alternate direction. When you tell your team what programs or what initiatives you're going to pursue, that also means you're communicating to them what programs and initiatives you're not going to pursue. Leaders have to make tough decisions, both for a certain direction and ultimately against certain directions.